You don't have to be a whiz in the kitchen to make chicken exciting. Chef Jon-Paul Hutchins from Le Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts is here with this delicious recipe. Even though I have no idea what a Spaetzle and a hunter sauce is,
well, that's
we're going to make it.
This is the big reveal. Well, Spaetzle is a German noodle I'm going to have you make. But we're basically making a sauteed chicken. And I want to kind of turn you on to it. I have a hot pan, and the dish that we're making is very traditional, and it's essentially chicken with mushrooms and white wine and a little bit of a brown sauce. And it's October. I've got to cook something that's a little earthier.
All right.
I love the grilled stuff. I love all that stuff. But what I need to do is I need to dry off my chicken first.
Okay.
And that's important. Otherwise, it won't caramelize up for me.
So we're putting olive oil in, or canola oil, or? I'm
just using a neutral oil, so it can be canola oil. I don't want to use olive oil because I don't want that flavor.
Okay.
Okay, because we're going to be doing mushrooms, and this is more of a French thing.
All right. Wow. Look at that. Woo.
I'm going to throw this in, then tilt this guy back, and then drop him in. So I put it in skin side down.
So are we just browning it, or we're cooking it?
It's going to be browned and cooked.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, it'll be cooked chicken when we're done. The bricks. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, are we going to put it in the oven, or?
Well, yes, actually, we're going to brown it off in here. We're going to flip it over, get that going, and then we're going to pop it in the oven.
Okay.
And then later on, when we come back, we're going to finish off the sauce, which we're going to do separately. So this is a great dish if you're having people over, because you can brown up the chicken, pop it in the oven, and the sauce is made on the side.
Perfect.
All right? But this is a classic sauté. Now, I'm going to have you make Spaetzle. And Spaetzle is one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's a very classic German noodle that's actually pushed through a press. So we're going to make a batter-like noodle. Okay. And then later on, we're going to push it through this guy.
Oh, how exciting.
Into boiling water, and the noodles form. So this is great for kids, too, because they love this. All right, so I'm going to put a couple eggs in here for you and go whiskety-whiskety. Oh, what a memory. What a memory.
Chef Jon-Paul taught me this. Put this under here.
And it really shows off your bracelet well, too, I have to say.
Look at the bling bling in my bracelet.
So I'm going to add to the 2 eggs about a half a cup of milk.
Okay. Half cup milk, 2 eggs. In case folks are writing it down, otherwise you'll get it on our website. And then I'm going to put in about 6 ounces of flour with some nutmeg, salt, and pepper. Ooh, nutmeg. So the nutmeg actually brings out the kind of the sweetness in the noodle. Very traditional. All right. I think I have all of this stuff in my pantry right now, so I'm good. And most of us do. You just want to take over, right? You're just dying right now to get in there. You're doing good. You're doing good. More flour? So I'm going to add more flour. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this guy. Now, you probably want to change your grip and go like that and just go to town on it. Okay. All right. So I'm looking for this to get kind of springy looking. So it's going to be thicker than a pancake batter. All right. So it's really going to have some whoopty to it. Okay. All right. A little more whoopty. And then we're going to let this sit for about a half an hour. Now, the cool part with this batter is I can add a lot of stuff to it. What would you add? I can add grated lemon zest. I can add fresh herbs. All right. I can really see, I mean, it's just a basic batter. And you're going to do it by hand, right? You're not putting it in a blender or anything? Nope, don't need to. Oh, geez, sorry. And actually, I don't want that in there. That's okay. You're zealous, and that's good. It's good to have passion in the kitchen. And pay attention. Do not look up from the bowl, or that's what happens. Okay, so see how nice and springy it's getting? Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So it's sort of gooey. Yeah, that's it. So if it's too loose, it'll just run through the Spaetzle press. Got it. But that looks awesome. So we're going to let that rest for about a half an hour. Okay. Okay. Now, I wouldn't make this overnight because it'll oxidize, but when you come home, the first thing you do, throw your chicken in the pan, throw this in a bowl, and then we're going to throw it in the fridge. Okay. Now let's take a look at these guys. I'm going to grab this from you. Okay. All right. How are we doing here? Ooh, that looks great. All right, doesn't that look pretty? Yeah, I always turn it too fast, and it doesn't look like that. Well, notice, though, I haven't touched it. Right. All right, so the big mistake a lot of people make is when they put something in a pan, they can't leave it alone. And they keep diddling with it and flipping it around. When you put it in the pan, what I want to do is give it a shake to make sure it's not sticking. I'm using a non-stick pan. Okay. If I'm using a regular pan, do the same thing. All right? Just let it sit for a second, give it a shake. If it's really stuck, here's a really cool trick. Grab the handle and hit the heel of the handle, and that'll jar it loose, because most people go in with tongs and rip this thing out of the bottom of the pan. Exactly. And now you need a chisel to kind of get it out. Yeah, chip these guys off. Okay, well, we're going to sort of let you man the chicken. Okay. And we're going to come back in a few minutes, and we're going to finish the Spaetzle and the hunter sauce and all that good stuff. Andy's famous Spaetzle. Andy's famous Spaetzle. Yes, I'm a pro at Spaetzle, or I will be by the end of the show. All right, thank you very much. Anytime.